Life is full of critical transition points. Each one comes with its own unique financial challenges, whether or not it's a new career, buying a home, starting a family, or planning for retirement. Failing to prepare can lead to stress, financial strain, and missed opportunities. The good news: a solid financial plan can help you navigate these transitions smoothly, ensuring that you're not caught off guard. I'm Connor, here with Born Financial Coaching and the Born Financial Coaching Show. And here are key life transitions where financial preparation is essential and how you can help set yourself up for success. And as usual, the way in which I like to explain things is by sharing my screen here. So if you're just getting this through, um, through the podcast, there is a YouTube of this as well, but I do talk through everything. So number one here is, this big transition point in life. That's graduating college and entering the workforce. You're moving on from student life to full life financial independence. Your student loan payments are going to start, and budgeting and managing a steady income that becomes essential. How to prepare. Step number one, step number one, you're going to want to create a budget. Sounds simple, but really think about it more as it being fundamental, and not necessarily simple. Number two is you're going to want to start an emergency fund. Even just starting with that baby $1,000 emergency fund can prevent some of those ankle biter kinds of budget busters and prevent some early debt reliance. Number three, you're going to want to plan for those loan repayments. That's if you have debt. Some folks don't, most folks do. Explore those repayment plans, refinancing and loan forgiveness programs. Make sure the rules to see if there's any opportunities for you to maximize those rules. And here finally, in number four, contribute to retirement early. Really early, really early. Contribute to retirement early. The earlier that you invest, the more that you benefit from that compounding growth. The bottom line, your first paychecks are your first opportunity to build good financial habits. Start strong. Number two here is getting married and combining finances. This is such a critical transition. You're merging two financial lives with different habits, uh, goals, and debts. Hopefully your habits, become similar and hopefully your goals become similar, but definitely you could have some different debts. Expenses like weddings and housing, that can become overwhelming. And communication about money becomes key to a strong marriage. That is one of the number one things that people fight about is money in their marriage. And just here are some ways for how to prepare for getting married and combining finances. First off, we're going to have the money talk. Discuss income, discuss debt, discuss spending habits, and strong financial goals before saying I do. Um, make sure you're on the same page. That is really critical. Make sure you've uncovered all the little credit card debts and all those little student loans. Really, really important. Next, you want to set that joint budget. I think you can start running that budget after you get married, but that is a really good way to be prepared is to kind of not even have that conversation ahead of time um but deciding early how you'll manage shared expenses and savings is going to save a lot of heartache and headache. Number three, plan for wedding costs wisely. Um, set a clear budget and avoid unnecessary debt, right? Don't have this be an opportunity to get into debt. Um, but that's a really important thing. And finally, we're going to review insurance and legal documents, update those beneficiaries, wills, and expenses. Those powers of attorney, things like that, that now your spouse gets to have that you might not have had before. So, the bottom line is that financial transparency and shared planning set the foundation for a healthy financial future together. So, that's a really important thing as it relates to getting married and combining finances. Here at number three, we're going to be talking about buying a home. Why this is a critical transition. It's one of the biggest financial commitments that you'll make. Holding the amount of down payment in your hand is so, so scary. But I don't regret buying a house. Um, there can be upfront and hidden costs, such as different closing costs, maintenance, and taxes, and those can add up. And mortgage payments affect long-term cash flow. So just think about ways of how to prepare. Check your credit score and improve it. The better the credit that you have, the lower the mortgage rates. There are the Ramsey type folks that say buy things in cash, but even Dave sort of admits that your first house these days you kind of need a loan on. Next, we're gonna save beyond the down payment. Why would we just save beyond the down payment, Connor? The down payment is so much. Let's factor in closing costs, property taxes, and home maintenance, right? So, yeah, the down payment's a lot, but there's more to it. Um, sorry. Next, get pre-approved for a loan. A good time to do that is really right before you're serious, right? You want to know what you can offer. You want to know what you're already approved for. But it is, kind of to time that up. You don't want to do it too early in the process, but you want to be able to pull some of those numbers when needed, in conversations and serious buying and, those offer times. And number four, avoid buying at your max budget. Leave room for those unexpected costs. Be disciplined, right? That's a really important thing. Is just being disciplined, knowing, what could be too much house, especially if you're planning on this being a starter home. Um, you might not get everything in your starter home, and that might be something to become okay with. And number four here, we're going to be talking about starting that family. Um, you know, eh, that's a really obviously big transition, with child related expenses such as medical care or medical bills, daycare, and education. Those are significant. Work life balance shifts, and that affects your income. Future planning, right? Wills, insurance, and college savings, all of that adjusts. So, how do you prepare? Here are some ways to think about preparing when starting a family. Number one, let's build that baby fund. We had the emergency fund. Let's build the baby fund. Save for those medical bills, lost income, and first year expenses. So you can just pay all that stuff out of pocket. Number two, review health insurance, not insurance, insurance. Understand maternity and pediatric coverage. Just see if you can get a better deal out there. There's, there could be some big time perk that you qualify for now that you really could take advantage of. Next, increase life and disability insurance, protecting your family financially. 4, start college savings early. We're still doing retirement savings. Let's start those college savings early as well. So even small contributions to that 529 plan can add up. The bottom line is that kids, they change your financial picture. Planning ahead helps avoid stress and surprises. Number 5 here, career changes and job losses. Don't have to explain why that's a critical change, but as some of us unfortunately know, new jobs mean relocation costs, salary changes, or different benefits. A job loss without a backup plan can and does lead to financial strain. So, how to prepare? We haven't just created our emergency fund; we are maintaining our emergency fund. Have at least 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. Number 2, negotiate compensation and benefits. Um, yeah, negotiate those. Don't just focus on salary, but those benefits matter as well. And speaking of negotiations and review, let's review retirement accounts. Rolling over those 401ks into IRAs instead of cashing out. And then explore side income streams. Or as folks like to say, including myself, the side hustle. The bottom line here is that job changes happen. Financial stability means being ready for both opportunities and setbacks. And finally, here, number 6, we're going to be, preparing for retirement. Um, this is such an easy reason why it's a critical transition. Your shift from earning income to relying on savings and investments, your healthcare and long-term costs increase, and your Social Security and retirement withdrawals require strategic planning. So just ways of how to prepare for when you're preparing for retirement. So no retirement number. Um, Remember, retirement is a number, it's not an age. Determine how much you need for that comfortable retirement. B here is diversify income streams. Pensions, Social Security investments, and side income can all play a role. Number 3, we're going to optimize withdrawals for taxes. Have a plan for tax efficient withdrawals. And finally, we're going to have that plan for healthcare and long-term care costs. Medicare just doesn't cover everything. Let's remember that. Let's always not forget that retirement is about financial independence. So plan ahead to let's just go enjoy that fully. Remember, retirement is a number, it's not an age. So, life's transitions are inevitable, but financial stress doesn't have to be. The key is preparing in advance so that each transition, when it happens, whether unexpected or expected, is manageable and not overwhelming. Just some next steps for everybody. Number 1, evaluate where you are now. Are you financially ready for your next transition? Maybe start planning early. The sooner you prepare, the easier these transitions become. Number 3, seek professional guidance. A financial coach or planner can help tailor a strategy for your unique life situation. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Let's build your roadmap today. I would love for you to schedule some time with me and let's get started. This has been Connor Bourne with Bourne Financial Coaching. Connor is an independent investment advisor representative affiliated with Registered Investment Advisor Strategic Blueprint. Everything that was discussed today on the financial front are principles that can be applied to certain circumstances. These circumstances may or may not be your own. Therefore, please do not consider this individual advice because I don't know your personal circumstances. If you would like to receive some personal advice, please reach out through my social media accounts at Bourne Financial Coaching or send me an email at cbourne@bournefinancialcoaching.com. Thanks.